All right, so we're in part 4 of our 5-part video series here. We were talking about low back pain and how to avoid that. And so in the previous videos, we were looking at thoracic rotation, again, moving through that rib cage, and pelvic rotation, moving through the hips. So we addressed a mobility exercise for both of those and a strength exercise for both of those. And again, that is going to help to reinforce that pelvic thoracic dissociation so that the thoracic cavity, this part of the rib cage up, and the pelvis can rotate properly and use the right muscles to get the right movements that we need. That way the low back does not take the brunt of the work. So now what we're going to work on is, we talked about rotation. Now we need to talk about pelvic tilt. Okay, this is another problem we see with a lot of our clients here, regardless of whether you're in a rotary sport activity or just regular run-of-the-mill client that just wants to be fit and healthy. Okay, these are things that we see that a lot of people struggle with. So what I'm talking about is your pelvis, if I'm going from the side, being able to tilt forward or anterior. Okay, so imagine your belt buckle. Imagine you have a belt buckle here. Basically, you're tipping the belt buckle forward. That we call an anterior tilt. The posterior tilt is the pelvis coming back this way. A lot of times people don't have a problem doing this one. It's the arch position, okay, right here, that tilt position that we see a lot of people struggle with. That arch position is very important, especially when it comes to just proper mechanics as far as just bending over to pick something up, doing a proper squat, proper deadlift. If you are a tennis player, from the side, that's going to be your quote athletic position or racket ready position, just being right here and being able to move side to side, front to back, or whatever. Okay, so we try to do a lot of things here to kind of improve that pelvic tilt, and again, that's just going to take stress off your low back. Okay, so the first exercise I'm going to show you is a mobility exercise. Very simple. Get on all fours, called cat and cow. If you've done yoga or anything like that, or taken any of our classes up here, you've probably done this to some degree. Okay, I'm going to show you that one, and then I'm going to show you an exercise to help strengthen that pelvic tilt, or at least be a good corrective exercise for that. So first one is the cat and cow, going on to all fours. Okay, so what you're going to do is arch, round, and then of course with each one of these movements, okay, for everyone it's going to be for a rep. Okay, so right here. So I start flat, I round, arch, round, arch, round, and arch. Again, I like to do that one really slow and smooth for about 10 good reps. However, there are a couple people with some clients, they will get a lot of effectiveness out of just doing sets of 20, even up to sets of 50. And the only reason I advocate just drilling that many repetitions in here, and I know in the previous videos I said it's about quality work, not so much quantity, but again, it does have to become not only quality work, but also muscle memory. The more repetition you get just by learning a new skill, whether you're learning how to throw a baseball, learn a free throw, serve a tennis ball, whatever it is, you're gonna have to develop the skill set and get that coordination, okay? So going from all fours would be the easiest one. The next one you can do is probably maybe popping yourself up on a chair or a stool, holding your hands. If you have that Viper, you could hold the Viper here, and just that motion we worked on in video 1, where we're pushing out here, that's also working on pelvic tilt, okay? So you're basically arching your back and driving the Viper away, or anything like that, or a chair can do the same motion, okay? So now, this next exercise is a staple of ours. It's really good. We nickname it the whale tail. Technically, we call it the reverse hyper extension. It's a great strengthening exercise for the low back, the glutes, and it teaches hip extension, and it's a great corrective exercise to teach the body to tilt forward so that you can get this nice power arch that we're looking for, so you guys can protect your back in any type of athletic movement or lifting weights. So what you need is a stability ball. Now there are many ways to progress this to make this harder, but for today what we're going to work on is just going from the floor, okay? So what you're going to do, lie on the ball, and then you want your head to kind of stay lower than your hips. So you want to be down here, and then what you're trying to do is arch your low back and let your body round out. Hug the ball, lift, back down, lift, back down, lift, and back down. You can always go from the forearms to give yourself a little more stability. Here, up, and back down. Okay? Either one of those has their own challenges and advantages and disadvantages, okay? Again, start with sets of 10, couple 2 to 3 sets, sets of 20. if you think this is a real problem for you, I would sandwich these in between your 2 workouts. Do it before the workout and after the workout. 2 sets of 10 before the workout as part of a warm-up and just kind of priming the body. And then after the workout, again, to help reinforce good technique. And also, too, if you kind of notice, my low back rounds at the bottom of this position. This is also very good because what we're creating is this rounding and arching of the back. And so what you're going to get is this nice, what we call sacral pump. In video 1, I talked about the SI right here, causing a lot of issues for a lot of people. So when we round and arch this way, basically what we're doing is creating this nice pump effect on the pelvis. And so this is not only a good strengthening exercise and corrective exercise, but it's therapeutic. So it's going to help decompress the spine. And then, so again, for any of you who are sitting a long time, standing a long time, or just are very active and you notice you get some pain and discomfort from down there, this is again a great exercise to add into your toolbox, and hopefully that can relieve some of that back pain and discomfort. Okay. How long was that?